What is up, y'all? For today's video, I'm going to be starting a new series called Solo Leveling. So I'm pretty much going in completely blind. I know nothing about this series. All I know is apparently it's a pretty great series. So I'm very excited to see how Solo Leveling goes, but before I get started with the reaction, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos just like this. So with all that being said, let's get started with the reaction and see what Solo Leveling has in store for us. Oh my, these things are brutal. What? That was insane. Okay, so like those first guys, they were incompetent. Now these guys look like they know what they're doing. Okay, so that's why they're S rank hunters. So that's why these guys are actually capable of like taking down these giant ants. Yo, that went hard. That combo kind of went hard. The disrespect, using his own foot or whatever to like kill it. The disrespect with that. Okay, now they're really turning it up. Oh, okay. These guys got it. They got it. And then this dude is probably like the lowest of the low rank. It seems like he's at the E rank then. Okay. So far, what, probably like five-ish minutes in or whatever. This is interesting. This is pretty interesting. I can see already why this is highly talked about. So doing these raids is pretty much like a career for them, where like, you know, they do these raids and then they get paid. So he's the weakest hunter of all. So like the only reason why they're being nice with him is like not because like he's popular, like I guess like in a way just to mock him. And so that's why they're all pretty nice to him too, is the fact that like if he gets called in to do a raid, it's guaranteed to be like an easy one. So that's the only reason why like people like say hi to him, because like they know that they're just gonna have an easy paycheck. So like if Sung is like the weakest of the hunters, does it mean like he has no power, or does he have a power but it's just like utterly trash? Okay, well, he has like a dagger, you know, with barely any magic, so maybe that's why he's probably the weakest, because like he just, you know, can't do much. Thing is, I respect him, even though he knows he's like it seems like he knows he's pretty weak and everything, but I respect that he just continues to like grind it out, to like, you know, try to get better. I respect him for that. Damn, he managed to get a kill. Yo, he managed to get a kill. That's what's up. Dang, oh, that's not good. That's not good. Oh, you should have left it in, dude. You should have left it in. You didn't need to pull it out. So that's why they collect those things, like those the thing that he was holding is because they can turn those into like powerful weapons. So since he got one, I wonder if he's just gonna end up having a powerful weapon next, since he managed to get one and he managed to get a kill. Not only is it good for weapons, but it's also good for the environment. So another reason why to do these raids. It's great to see that there's someone that actually is like, who is caring for him and like actually worried about him, because everyone else that we've seen, like, you know, at that raid site, they were really like looking out for themselves. But then also for the fact that he has like just like so much responsibility on his shoulders, like paying for his mom's treatment, paying for his sister's college tuition, everything. It does make sense for him to like decide to go, because like he just has so much like on his shoulders. Oh, okay, she's sick. She is absolutely sick. I love that. And she is gorgeous too. Sick and gorgeous. She is fantastic. Oh, that's why she was able to do that. She's an S rank hunter, so that makes so much sense. It seems like she doesn't like care about like the fame and everything that goes along with S rank hunters. Oh, so she's into him. She is into him. You know, this dude, even though he's weak, he still has like a beautiful girl into him and everything. Oh, that's so eerie. The way that like the fact that he said like, you know, please be afraid. That's kind of eerie, but it does make sense at the same time. Unlike, you know, you shouldn't be cocky or anything. Even if you're strong, you should always like be careful when entering the dungeons. Wait, what if those things are the beasts? Like, what if those aren't just statues? Like, what if they're actually like living beings and everything? Those are the beasts. Yeah, so those things might be the the head honchos of like the dungeons, like all the dungeons. Like that's why they're huge. Like I don't think these are actual statues. Yeah, those things aren't statues. Those things aren't statues. Oh my God. These oh, now things are getting intense. Things are about to get like way more intense. Yeah, he was gone like right away. This is not a D rank dungeon anymore. Like this has to be an S rank dungeon. Oh. Oh, okay. Things are going crazy. Yo, the fact that like the reason like so it ended up being good that he kept like staying back and watching because he was able to predict this thing's movement or like predict like what it was about to do. Yo, okay. This is an interesting series. This is absolutely interesting. Like I can understand the hype when it comes to this series. I completely understand it now. Yeah, like I said, this is a pretty interesting series. I think I'm definitely gonna enjoy this with the whole concept of like, you know, hunters going into these dungeons and, you know, battling these magical beasts and, you know, getting essence stones because these essence stones are valuable. They can make powerful weapons or just pretty much energize the world. Like it kind of gives me like almost like the vibes with like Persona, I guess, you know, the fact that you're going into dungeons and everything, you know, battling these monsters, you know, getting to the final boss and like pretty much just being done with a dungeon and everything. Like it kind of gives me that vibe, but again, just the whole thing with going into dungeons and everything. And then we have Sung Jin Woo, who's pretty much like the weakest out of the hunters. You know, the other hunters, they are excited to see him because they know that if he's there, they're gonna have an easy paycheck and everything. Up until this one job, you know, they finished taking on the dungeon boss, but then they ended up finding another dungeon within that dungeon, and like it just goes to hell because like, you know, at first there was like no monsters or anything, just these like giant statues. And then, you know, the doors closed by themselves. There's one dude, he's trying to leave because like, you know, he didn't want to continue going on without I guess like the guild masters or whatever, you know, without telling them what they should do next. And he ends up getting killed instantly. Like initially this dungeon was supposed to be easy. It was supposed to be a D rank dungeon, but now with everything that's going on in that dungeon within a dungeon, I feel like this rank probably goes up to an A or even an S because we have no idea what's going on. Like again, like I said, I had a feeling there was something up with those statues, that either those aren't actual statues, those are like the monsters that in that part of the dungeon, or they were just like booby traps. And whichever one, I feel like you can make an argument that it's either one of them. You know, booby traps are the actual monsters for the dungeon and everything. But yeah, it seems like it went from, this dungeon went from a D rank all the way up to like maybe an A or even an S rank. Because it seems like no one in that group is probably above a B rank. It seems like if anything, they're probably B or even a low B, probably high C. But definitely none of them are at like the A and S rank, so kind of seems like they're kind of screwed. But with Sung Jin Woo being the main character for this, who knows? Maybe even though he's like right now, he's like the weakest hunter out there, but who knows? With him being the main character, that might start to change. He might start to, you know, he might actually have like a power that's extremely powerful, but he just hasn't unlocked it. He just hasn't been in the situation to use it, even though he's been hurt a lot, you know, going through these dungeons and everything, because, you know, even though he's weak, he still needs to do this because his dad went missing. His mom needs, you know, money for hospital treatment, and he wants to send his sister to college. So he really has no choice except to go through with the dungeons and like, you know, endure the pain, even especially for the fact that he's one of the weakest hunters. But who knows, maybe with him being the main character, that might all change. You know, he might actually be strong and he just like hasn't unlocked that potential yet. Who knows? All we know right now is that they're kind of screwed in that dungeon that they seem to be trapped in with those giant statues and everything. Even though this is like the first episode for the series, I'm enjoying this. I can kind of see like where the hype is coming from. Even though this is just the start of the series, I have a feeling that it's just going to get crazier and crazier as the series progresses. But I pretty much got nothing else to say, so I'm going to end the video here. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for my other reactions, also for my discussion videos. So if you're into any of those, definitely subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment, you know the whole thing. So with all that being said, again, thank you all for watching. Until next time, see ya.